morning everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today it's something slightly different, but today we're looking at the outdoor survival kit from Anglo Arms. As you just saw there, this is not a sponsored video. This was bought for me by my wife, probably one of my kids actually, for my birthday. Can't remember who it was who actually gave it to me now, so I do apologise. But one of my kids gave me this for my birthday, and they said you can go out and do some videos with it and also to help other stuff. So this has been bought by us, and this is something just give me some inspiration to things to go outside and to think of new ways to actually, how can I have fun in the outdoors. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera around now and we're going to have a good look at what this kit actually is, and I'll give you some overlay footage of me actually using it inside the woods, little snippets, if you want to go out inside and get yourself one of these little kits as well. Okay, so we've got the kit here, just as we can see. It comes in a nice cardboard box, sort of reinforced box, and it's got a sort of magnetic hinge, which I quite like the old boxes when you come into these. It's got some nice graphics, Anglo Arms logo, the outdoor survival kit. Well, the sun's just out now. When we open it up for the first time, we can see we've got a bit of tissue paper hiding it down. And underneath the tissue paper, we've got our nice survival kit. So I wouldn't say this is a full survival kit. This is like an accompanying survival. This is like an upgrade of some of the stuff you get inside those survival tins, which to make a normal tin better is what I would say. So having the survival tins with all the fishing lines and all the other little knick-knacks you get in there, and then put this one with it, you're going to have yourself a really nice little kit. So the first thing everyone always wants to talk about is the blade. So this is a carbon steel Anglo Arms Intrepid. This is an Anglo Arms Intrepid knife. So you can't actually see that on the lens very well. There we go. With some black power, they call it paracord. I wouldn't really say this is 550 paracord. This is more like shoelace sort of material. So I might actually de-weave this and actually put some 550 cord on there, make it a little bit better. It's got a double type blade knife. So we've got, let's put this little bit on here and we see a little bit clearer now, can't we? So you've got a flat edge which is over there with the point, and then we've got another flat edge coming down. We've got a finger sort of chub. Oh, I don't actually know, I can't remember the name it was called now. So we've got a nice indentation for the thumbs, and we've also got a little groove sort of on there as well. Don't really work out what that is at the moment, but we'll come back to that when we play with the knife a little bit more. It feels quite nice in the hand. It probably could be a little bit longer, but I think I can get used to using that. And a nice little lanyard to just tie it on. So that's your knife. With the knife, because we all know kits need not too bad. This one comes with its own little lanyard, own sheath. It's just folded up and it slides itself into there when we open it up. Yeah, so the knife will slide itself into there, and it's a Velcro fast over there. And then to go with that, it's also got a little ferro rod with a whistle on the top. Yeah, it's okay, but we've looked at other ones on the channel, haven't we? And that fits just in there. And so you've got a belt loop on the top, so you can actually fit it onto your trousers. But it's a nice little compact kit, a lot smaller than the other one I do carry, the Bear Grylls one, which is the same, has a knife and a ferro rod and a whistle. So it's a bit smaller version, so it'll probably fit in my kit a lot easier actually than carrying that big one. Because it's full tang, I can also use it for battening as well. So the next thing we have inside our box is this thing here. This is another knife, or so this is like a eating irons, what we call in the army, or digging set, or knife, fork, spoon. So you've got a fork, which is nice and easy sort of fork to use. We've got ourselves a nice spoon, and then we've got a side, to go with that, we've got another knife, again with a brand, again with the old branded name on it. Nice, so this could be like my cooking knife, utensil sort of knife. And then you've got the Bushcraft knife to go over there. It's non-locking, so it's UK legal. And then this little bit here, it's got a tin opener and a bottle opener. Oh, sorry. So a bottle opener there. Come on, lens. It's got a bottle opener there, and it's got a tin opener on the end. And a little lanyard if you want to tie some string on it, or some paracord, so if you drop it, you hopefully be able to find it again. So it's a nice little thing just to put in your pocket or inside your kit. And the last thing it's got inside here, it says a high quality wire saw. So we all know what wire saws are like. Yeah, trying to use them as they're intended to is usually a bit of a nightmare. But you've now got ways of collecting wood, about the sort of processing your wood and making fire. And then if you catch something with a snare or a trap or something over there, you've got a way of eating it with your little fork as well. So that's our little kit we're going to play with, and we'll come back to it very, very shortly. Okay, so final thoughts of the Anglo Arms survival kit. You can get it in a couple of places. You can find it in Amazon for about £16. You can also get it from what's that website called? You'll see it on the screen now. Yeah, they sell it for £13, £14. And there's two different styles you can see. You can get it in black, and you can get it in beige or tan, whatever you want to call it. And they've also got a few more things around there, sort of on the cheaper budget line of bushcrafty sort of equipment. With that, with the budget style type of survival kit, I think all the money went on the blade itself, the Intrepid. Yeah, which actually is quite nice knife to feel. It did batten okay. The edge, I probably need to grind. You probably need to grind the edge down a little bit better to actually strike the ferro rod. Even struggle with my decent ferro rod using the back of this one, so that needs a bit of work on the back. I do like the double-edged blade. You got the flat one there, and you got a little bit sort of on the edge there. Other than that, yeah, it is quite a nice field knife and a light knife, which is going to fit in my kit a lot better. So I've got no problems with that whatsoever. The sheath, yeah, as she's come, nice simple little sheath, nice flat blade, and keeps it safe and secure inside of there. But then we come to the ferro rod. Yeah, this ferro rod, I struggled using it with a decent scraper. Didn't get off that one, even the whistle. I'm struggling to blow that. Yeah, who's going to hear me with that? Yeah, over. See this one here? We've got 30 seconds to go before we see if Pete can hear me from inside these woods using this limitless whistle from the survival tin. 10 seconds to go. We're going to use 3 short blasts and see if we can hear him. Yeah, very, very good whistle. I heard that from over 600 metres away. This, you're lucky to hear from about 5 metres away. Yeah, so I'll probably switch out the ferro rod and put maybe like my fire ferro rod in there, or another little rod sort of in there itself. But having a rod separate from the blade, and if I do a bit of work on the back of the blade, I think that'll work quite well. So a little bit of work to do on there, Also, I've just started breaking the sheath as well by trying to get this ferro rod in. Yeah, so a bit thinner one would probably do that, but that'd be quite nice when I work on that. The wire saw, yeah, I got that quite tight, and it's done quite well. Look at that, it actually looks like a proper decent bow saw, doesn't it? I'm going to keep that, I think, and I quite like it. Bit there. Yeah, the wire saw cut, didn't it? Yeah, it cut really true. I haven't got the wood anymore, burnt it, but it did split the wood really, really nicely. And actually little effort, one hand, sort of little effort in both methods on the tree and through the leg clamp. Yeah, so that worked really well. I was happy with that saw. And then we come down to this. This was an absolute fail. At least the ferro rod gave me some sparks and the whistle blew. But there was one tool on here which had one job, and that job was to open up a tin. Did I get that tin open with that? No, I didn't get it at all. I got it open by hacking at the blade, by stabbing at the tin to try to open it up. That was the worst tin opener I've ever tried. Even when I got holes in it to make it start, it still didn't work. But the fork, spoon and the knife, yeah, no issues with them whatsoever. And as you saw then, the fork actually acted as a little hook, which I could hook onto the side of my tin to stop it from putting it on the floor. So I like that concept on that, but the tin opener is just diabolical. I will try it on a different tin later on, see if I can get it to work with it. But if I can't open one tin, what's the point of having it? Yeah, so little thing to be looking at on there. Packaging, yeah, I like the packaging, the style, the nice little box. It looks professionally made, it looks good quality stuff when you get that box. When I thought yes, really good. Looked inside it, I was quite happy. Yeah, because the foam inserts, yeah, they took a lot of time and effort of making this thing stand out and pop at you when you open it up. Just attention to detail to the ferro rod and the tin opener needs a little bit more work, and this would be a nice little kit sort of come on there. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm glad I actually got to eat my food in the end after a few little bits of trying. But I can see some black clouds coming in now, so I'm trying to pack this up and talk to you at the same time. But what's your thoughts of this kit? Would you buy it? Have you bought it? What would you change? Would you do anything with it? But I'm overall happy with the knife. I'm happy with the wire saw and a little sheath just to put inside my bag. I'm just going to change up those few little things. That's it. The weather's now coming in now. I need to get this camera equipment away and packed up. I've got like a 10-minute walk back to the car, which is probably going to be a 5-minute run. But that's it for me now. Just remember, it's better to be one with the wilderness than to fight and struggle. Until the next video, I'll see you then. Bye for now. Oh, it's coming in hard. Oh no! I could have waited a few more minutes, couldn't it? You could have waited. I'm now going to get wet walking in. Oh. I didn't even bring a waterproof coat. It's in the car. I thought, nah, it's going to be okay. But hey, that's what you get, isn't it? Needs must, no waterproof coat. Let's just use the tarp. It's that little guitar as well. So if you're bored in the woods, yeah, I'm cutting down the trees in the woods today. I'm cutting down the trees in the woods today. Ouch with my wire saw. I need a plectron. Here we go. Right, I'm cutting down the tree in the woods today. I'm cutting down the tree in the woods today. I'm cutting down the tree in the woods today. I'm cutting down the tree in the woods today with my wire saw made into a bow saw. Yeah. That's enough of that, isn't it? Let's get some more wood.